What if what if Young Ma wanted your number? Would you give it to her? Hey my baby dolls, welcome back to another video. I'm like not feeling my light. I've been having really difficult time with it. I don't know what's going on with this shit, but it's irritating the hell out of me. It's like it's too light and then it's too dark and then I look orange and then I'm trying to fix it and it's really not working. But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep going. I know I'm looking up here. I'm supposed to be looking at y'all right here. I'm just looking at myself to make sure that this camera quality is like okay. I feel like in my last video you guys were kind of like saying like, oh, your makeup look orange. Something about my foundation looked orange, but it wasn't my foundation. My foundation was my true match, honey. Like it wasn't too dark. It's my camera that's reflecting and making it look like it was dark, but it wasn't. But if it keeps doing it, then of course I'm gonna just let y'all know, because so y'all don't think like it's me, it's the camera. Okay, so I'm really trying. I've been playing around with it. I fixed the color, I fixed the light, the contrast and all of that. Like I've been doing it all. I've been really having a hard time with cameras, and I just think that's just trying to make me stop get into my bag, and I'm not about to stop making these videos. So period, we're gonna keep it pushing, we're gonna keep going. This really pissed me off to the point where I was just like, you know what, I'm not doing a video. I'm about to sit down all day and not do nothing, but I can't do that. I gotta keep it going. Now, by the title of this video, you guys know what's up, okay? So you guys, recently I asked you guys to ask me new questions, and I also asked you guys some assumptions about me. What do you guys think? So for today's video though, I'm gonna do just a Q&A, updated Q&A, and for my next video I'll do the assumptions. You guys had some really good questions, a lot of assumptions, more than the questions. Y'all have more assumptions than questions, I believe, but we're gonna do the questions today. So I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm gonna be sipping my Tito's and lemonade, okay? Cheers. First things first, you guys know I do my brows. I'm using the Milani. I used this in one of my videos before and I love it. It's pretty good. So I haven't used it since that video, so I'm gonna use it today. This is in dark brown. It's called Stay Put Brow Color. Stay Put Brow Color. It's like a pomade, and this is what I'm using. As far as concealer, you guys, I'm going to be mixing two concealers. My Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer, and I have it in, I'm going to mix Latte, and I'm going to mix it with my LA Pro. So I'm going to be mixing this high end and low end. So I'm mixing the LA Pro concealer in the shade Toffee. Okay, so I guess I'll answer the first question while I'm doing my brows. First question I got is, just said, can you recreate this makeup look? Whatever makeup look that was, I think I did already do the video for it when I posted, I think. No, I didn't recreate that look, but it was basically like a soft neutral type of glam, something like I just didn't film because I felt like it was just super basic. But I feel like you guys like the basic looks, so I will do an updated basic type of everyday look for you guys. So I'll keep in mind of that. So yeah, I'll do that for you, girl. Okay, at what age did you lose your virginity? So y'all are getting real personal. Okay, I was in my senior year of high school, so I would say that was, how old was I senior year? 18, 17, 18. If I'm wrong, I'll go back and put it down here. But that's my first time answering, and no one ever asked me that on this channel, so now y'all know. And it was just, I kind of feel a little bit like, I don't want to say awkward, but kind of like, I don't know how to feel. It's just be like, y'all asking me personal questions. Like, hold up, wait a minute, I wasn't ready. I feel like I'm personal, but I'm definitely, it's a lot that you guys do not know about me. So when y'all ask me stuff like this, it's kind of like, okay, whoa, hold on, sis. But so I feel like when I talk about stuff that you guys don't know, or I tell you guys something that you don't know and it's personal to me, it feels like, oh my god, like, oh my god, they know too much about me. Like, oh my god, like, this is too much. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have answered that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You guys probably think I'm super open, but it's a lot of stuff that you guys do not know, okay? And I feel like these Q&As kind of like help you guys get to know me and find out different stuff about me. So hey, let's just go with it, okay? Let's just do this. Someone said, how did you and your girlfriend meet? I definitely answered this before, but for you people that don't know, me and her met at Forever 21. I was working at Forever 21 at the time. This is like a little summer gig that I was doing. I needed some money. You know how that should be, you know. And she had already been working at Forever 21. This was her summer job every time she come home from college. So this was like her little summer job or whatever. And it was like my second day, first day or whatever. And I was working on the register. I didn't see her when she walked in, but she saw me. And you know, I'm busy trying to figure out the register. I'm learning everything. And she saw me, and you know, she was thirsty or whatever, trying to, you know, holler at your girl, whatever. She was about to clock in, so came in. She first saw me, you know, it's a new fresh face, like, who that, who this, you know. And she went upstairs, clocked in, was asking the manager. You know, our managers was really cool. Like, I would say Forever 21 was like my easiest retail job. So, you know, she clocked in or whatever. She asking the manager like, who is that, who that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, thirsty. She low-key, you know, we talk about this all the time, thirsty as fuck to come downstairs to see who I am. You know, she was thirsty to go upstairs, clock in, and see who I was, you know. Period. She clocked in or whatever, came back downstairs. We met, we talked a little bit, we had nice conversation, and it was just, it went from there. I only had an hour left on the clock, so I wish I would have had more time, because I felt like we was really vibing. Like, we kind of hit it off right then and there. When we met, I kind of had a feeling we were going to be talking, like on some like, oh, I kind of like you or whatever level, but I promise you, I did not expect it to be how it is now. Like, I did not expect it. But when I was walking away or whatever from the register, she was like, she did something like this, like call me or something like that, but I really couldn't hear exactly what she said. So I'm like, I'm coming back down, which I was coming back downstairs anyway, because I was finna shop upstairs. I'm like, I'm coming back down. So whatever she said, I'm just like, I'm coming back downstairs. Like, I'm coming back downstairs, girl. Like, whatever, what are you talking about? So I came back downstairs or whatever. I went in her line so she could take me. I think I went in her line. Did she take me? I think she did take me, or whatever I was getting. And she had asked for my number. I don't remember exactly how she asked or how that shit went, but I gave her my number. We exchanged numbers or whatever, and ever since then we've been locked in. We've been talking. That night when she got off work, when she got off work, well, no, before that, we texted before we called each other. So when she was still at the job, I went home, she texted me, she had got on her break or whatever. You know, it was like some just simple conversation, like what you doing, like what you're up to, what you about to do, since I was off and she was still at work. You know, simple conversation. And then when she got off work, we got on FaceTime. She wanted to FaceTime me, and this was at night. And you know how it is, I'm put up, makeup off, bonnet on. I don't have time to be talking, whatever. I'm giving y'all a whole story, and this was just one question how we met. But I feel like I have to like give detail. This is just how I am. I'm sorry, but I feel like I be having to give detail. If I'm telling you one thing, I gotta tell you the whole thing. So yeah, we got on FaceTime. She like, oh my god, like, why you not showing your face, whatever. I'm just like, oh, because I'm gonna makeup on and my bonnet on. It's dark, I'm laying down, whatever. But we vibing, we talking. Eventually, of course, she see me naturally with makeup, without makeup, whatever. We got there. But you know, we literally stayed on the phone that whole entire night. It was just like, we've met before. Like, it was just so crazy. We connected on so many different levels, and we stayed on the phone for a long time. I believe we did fall asleep on the phone, and then after that we met up, and she came and got me one day, and we started hanging out, and we've been attached since. Like, that's exactly how it went. We never fell off. You know how you talk to somebody and you fall off for months and then you come back? Like, it was not like that. Never been like that. Since the day we met, we've been talking. So yeah, girl, let's see on that. I feel like when both of us talk about the story together, it'd be more interesting. Like, I don't know, like, she have her little point of view and how we met, like, you know, and I have my little say so on how we met. But it's basically, we both tell the same story, but it's just funny when we talk about it at the same time together. Next question is, if you record on a camera for YouTube, do you need a specific laptop to edit? I would definitely say anything Mac, anything Apple to edit on. I'm still using iMovie. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I do want to use other editing softwares to be a little bit more creative with my editing. Which I am working on right now, like, because I want to get into more, like, just different type of editing with my videos, being more creative and shit. You know how that goes. But I would definitely say I would recommend using anything Apple, Mac, like getting a MacBook, something simple. Start off with iMovie to just get the gist of editing and things like that. iMovie is simple and easy. Once you get the hang of it, you got it, girl. And yes, I do record on a camera, so yes, I would definitely recommend getting a camera. And if you don't have the money to get a camera, which I understand, because I was at a place where I didn't have the funds to get a camera, and I was really trying to edit on my phone, and y'all know how Apple is with storage. It do not take up storage well, so that didn't work for long. I really tried it, girl, but I had to save up my bread to buy a camera. And yeah, but yeah, get a camera, get something that's affordable for you right now, and save up and just invest in what you need. I know investing in YouTube can be expensive, okay? I know for sure it's expensive to invest in YouTube, because not only do you got to get your camera, you got to get something to edit your videos. So it's just not the camera, it's the editing software. And Apple is not cheap. It's expensive to buy a computer, yet alone a camera. So yeah, girlfriend. Okay, y'all, so I did my brows. Now we can get to the other questions, because I feel like I just need to finish this brow before I do anything else, honey. And I'm already starting to feel this little liquor is starting to kick in me. So I have to finish that brow because, honey, I couldn't focus. Okay, so someone said, what are favorite things to do, clubs in Chicago? It's a lot of things to do in Chicago. I feel like people think like, oh, Chicago's just such a bad city, which, I mean, we do have our problems. We do have a lot of violence and things like that, but this city is beautiful. I feel like a lot of people sleep on how gorgeous this city is. It's really a nice city besides the violence and things like that. But as far as things to do in the summertime, I feel like there's a lot more to do. We have so many museums. I feel like the best thing to do is eat here. We have the best food. Like Chicago, we have so many restaurants. Like, we have the best food. I don't care what nobody say, okay? Period. I still got restaurants I want to try that, and I've been living here all my life, okay? So it's a lot of stuff. We have like our river walk. I actually vlogged that, where we did like our boat ride. Me and my girlfriend, we did a boat ride by the river walk, and it's beautiful. Like, you can actually rent out different boats and you can drive it on the Riverwalk, and you can just see like the nice Chicago skyline, the buildings. It's just beautiful. Like, we just did that this year, and I really want to do it again. And there's some other stuff we want to do this year too that we haven't done. Like I said, there's so much to do here that I haven't even done. As far as clubs and stuff, I love Boys Town, which is a gay community up north in Chicago. It's called Boys Town, and me and Bae, you know, we always be in Boys Town. We go to all the gay clubs. It's so much fun. So that's what we love to do. All of the other clubs that are not gay clubs are mostly like in like the suburbs. It's not in like in the city. Now if we do have clubs though that's downtown, but it's not a lot. It's more of like bar type of vibes. It's not like a real like club vibe, you know what I mean? There's so much to do here, y'all though. Like, I can't really think of it on the top of my head because I feel like we have done so much here in Chicago. Someone definitely reached out to me in my email and said that they were coming to Chicago, and they asked me what was some nice places to visit or do, and I gave her some nice things that she can do. I know COVID is going on right now, so a lot of things are closed, but I gave her a list of some things. Me and Bae gave her like a list of things to do, and she was excited that I responded. And I like to respond back to y'all because I feel like, you know, it's only right. Like, you want to know what to do in my city, girl, I got you, period. I can only give what I've done so far. Like I said, it's a lot of things that I haven't done that I want to do myself. So yeah. Someone asked, what's the hardest thing you had to overcome being a YouTuber? Whew, this is a deep question. I feel like the hardest thing I had to overcome being a YouTuber is just trying to be consistent. I feel like that's the hardest thing to do with anything that you're doing. Sometimes I still feel like I'm not consistent enough. Like, sometimes I'm consistent and sometimes I fall off, and I feel like, okay, I need to get on it. Like, I'm not on it enough, you know. That's how I feel. And another thing that I had to overcome was, like, when you first start, I feel like people think that, you know, it's easy for some people, but it's not easy. I feel like when you gain more of a following, you have more crazy comments coming out the ass, okay? Like, the more following you get, the more of a bigger platform you have, the more of the crazy people start coming in and talking crazy on your channel. Like, for real. And you have to have like a really strong mental, because, you know, it's easy said than done, but I'm telling you, like, sometimes those comments can really like be like, okay, like, who are these people? Like sometimes you gotta like really think, like, who are you? Like, you hiding behind the camera, you probably mad because I'm doing something that you want to do, when you just hating. I feel like I definitely have haters that watch me. Probably right now, as you're watching, a hater is watching right now, and probably about to comment something crazy, or comment on another video crazy, just to like tear me down in some sort, or make me try to make me feel some type of way. And you have to just have really thick skin and just really know that people can be really just out here to make you feel some type of way. You can't really let that get to you. You gotta keep going, because at the end of the day, you have more people supporting you than the people that's hating. Like, honestly, they wish they was in your spot. Like, they wish they was inspiring people around the world like you. And that's how I gotta think about it, because, honey, who are you? This is my channel. You on my channel mad. I be having some weird ass comments, like what? Oh yeah, the hardest thing that I have to overcome so far is just being consistent, and not looking at like the hate comments, because they can like take a toll on you. But that's what these people want you to do. They want you to feel some type of way, and you can't let that get to you. So I still feel like I'm still overcoming a lot of things. So everything is a process. So I can't say like one thing has happened. I feel like I'm still overcoming a lot of stuff. That's what I can say, girl. Y'all, these Tito's can hit hard sometimes, okay? Somebody said, where are the vlogs, honey? Honey, I just posted a vlog the other day. I still have more vlogs to come, so yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I am using the Lime Crime Venus XL palette, the number 2. This is the XL2 palette. I'm using this palette. I used the color Ripe from this palette. This is the color I took as my transition. Now I'm going in with this one right here. This is called Classical. What's your favorite palette from e.l.f.? Ooh, I do not feel like getting up and going into my makeup thing. I do not feel like going over there into my drawers, but I have so many different. My favorite though, that's kind of hard to answer. Like I always say, there's a lot of stuff that I love from e.l.f., so it's kind of hard to just say one palette that's my favorite, because I feel like they have really good eyeshadows and they're very beginner friendly. So if you're just starting out trying with eyeshadow, I would definitely recommend buying e.l.f. because it's affordable. And usually when you just start out trying to work with eyeshadow, with makeup in general, you don't want to spend that much money. I know when I first started, I didn't really have much to really be going to Sephora and going crazy on makeup, like buying makeup, spending $50 on an eyeshadow palette when you could just spend like $10 on an eyeshadow palette, or $12, whatever. So yeah, I would definitely say e.l.f. was my first love, honey. How old are you? I am 24. I just turned 24 in September. A lot of people, I remember when I first started YouTube, people, when I told my age, people did not think I was, I think I said I was 22 around the time when I announced my age or something. This was when I had vlogged my Vegas trip. Yeah, I had to be I was 22, and people were like, oh, you're 22? I thought you was older than that. And I'm just like, what? Like, I thought I was older than that? Like, I hope I didn't look old, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I remember, someone said like, oh, I thought you was older than that. Like, you look young, don't get me wrong, but something. And she went on to say like, I thought you were older than that because of just how you, like, I guess, carry yourself or something like that. And I'm just like, nah, girl, I'm young. Okay, young out here. I can't believe I'm 24. This shit is crazy. It's so weird to say. Like, it don't even, like, what? Like, why I just couldn't say 22, 23. But yeah, I'm 24. The lashes that I'm gonna be using are by one of my subbies, I think, or somebody that sent me these lashes in my P.O. box. Either or. And I'm using her lashes today. These are called Spain, and her brand is called ZOQOQ. So thank you for sending me these to my P.O. box, girl. I am wearing them, period. Someone asked, what's something you learned about yourself during the pandemic? My fellow Virgo. Hey, Virgo girl. Virgo to Virgo. I would say something that I learned about myself during this pandemic. I would say, I feel like a lot of you probably think like I have like the most confidence, like and I feel like I fell off at one point of my confidence. And you know, it happens, but it definitely happened to me. I don't necessarily know where my confidence has went, but I'm gonna just be real, and I feel like my confidence in myself sometimes can affect me. Like when I feel like I don't have it, like I don't got it, like, you know, I'm not that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to wake up and just be like, girl, like, step out of it. Like, girl, you are, like, you're tripping. You know, that's how I feel sometimes. You guys, I'm using my Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Cinnamon. Like I did say, if it looked dark, it's not dark, it's the camera. But like, I do get foundation that's like a one shade darker than me a little bit. So if it looked too bad on camera, it's the camera, it's really not me. Everything is gonna come together, trust me. But yeah, I would definitely say learning to self-love in myself a little bit more and not doubting myself as much. So I feel like during this time it gave me a lot of more time to be in tune with myself and really learning the issues that I have personally that I deal with inside, and just trying to mold them and figure out how it can make me a better person. It's important that we get in tune with ourselves and figure out like what we want, and figuring out our issues and healing from our issues, whether it's anything relationship wise, family, friends, anything within yourself. It has to have, sometimes it doesn't even have to do with anybody. Sometimes it's just within yourself. And I definitely feel like I have my moments still to this right now. I still have my moments where I just feel like, you know, giving up on everything. And it's kind of hard giving up on everything when you're an influencer and this is how I'm making my money. I just can't go away and step away from the camera. Sometimes I want to do that, and it's kind of hard not doing that. Sometimes I can do it for a couple of days. Me, if it was up to me, and if I was at where I want to be, where, you know, I can take a break for like a whole month and just disappear off the face of the earth and just be in my own element, I would. But I feel like I have to, I'm working right now and I'm just hustling and making sure that one day if I want to step off this camera, I can, and I can take a break from social media and all of this, because social media and everything can be so draining, y'all. Like sometimes all the time I want to take just breaks and not posting and just not showing my face and just being away from everybody. Like, this is how I'm making my money, this is how I'm living, this is my living. And I know one day that I'll be able to step away from this camera and be like, okay, I'm gonna take a month break. I got it, where I can take a whole month away from this camera. I can take a whole month away from all my social media accounts and just breathe and just take a vacation and just live. But you know, my timing is coming. Right now it's not, but God got me and I know I'll be fine. But this was a great question. I definitely feel like at this time, this pandemic, it really awakes a lot of things that you didn't even know about yourself. I feel like a lot of people don't really get in tune with themselves, and it's so important to get in tune with yourself. Self-love is the best love. I'm telling you, it's the best love. So right now, if you haven't gotten in tune with yourself and you just really want to start meditating and things like that and getting into yourself, I would definitely do that. Praying and manifesting is important. I feel like a lot of people nowadays are really talking about manifestation and manifesting and all of that, but it also comes with prayer. Don't forget that prayer part. Pray, pray, pray. Someone said, you are so beautiful. Love you lots. Thank you so much. Love from Nigeria. I have a lot of Nigeria people. I'm a fan from Nigeria. I love you so much. Can you please give me all of your old clothes? Love you too. Thank you for saying this, because I've said this in my last 2 videos that I want to sell my closet. I know I keep saying it, but I need to really post it up on my site. A lot of these clothes are not even really that old, girl, but it's a lot of stuff that I want to give away. And yes, I love you too. I love you so much. I love for you guys to tell me where you guys are from, to see like you guys are from literally everywhere around the world. It's amazing. Like, thank you for watching me. I love you too. And I do want to post my clothes on my site so I can give away a lot of stuff in my closet that I don't want, stuff that's new that I haven't worn, stuff that's been worn one time I know for sure I'm not gonna wear again. So, and stuff that I bought and it don't fit, or I just not gonna wear. So I'm ready to sell my closet, period. I'm using the 2 same concealers, you guys. I mixed them both under my eye. Same concealers. So next question we have, when's the wedding? LOL. Y'all are so funny. Well, you guys will have to ask Aaliyah that question. She already has a date in mind. Of course, I don't know, but she already told me. She's been told me this, that she has a date in a year already in mind that she's doing. I'd really be like wanting to know, even though I don't want to know because it's a surprise, but I just be wondering, like, girl, like, really, you really schedule a date in mind? Like, wow. Okay. Someone said, what equipment do you use to film? Cameras, lights, etc. The camera that I'm using right now is the Canon mirrorless camera. And then I just bought the Sony that I told you guys I'm in love with vlogging. So good, a good vlogging camera, but right now I'm having a lot of difficulties with it, so I'm trying to fix the issue. It's like overheating, and then it like stops recording, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff I've been talking about it in my past videos. But I love that camera, even though I'm having difficulties with it. I love the quality of it, and it's called the Sony MV1 something something, but it's one of the new ones. It's new, it just came out recently. And then as far as my equipment, you guys, I'm just using a ring light behind me. I definitely in the future want to get like different lights, so when I get another glam room, when I move again, I want to like have like a whole real life studio, but it's not like that right now. But I'm just using what I got and I'm making it work. But in the future I do want to get more equipment. But yeah, y'all, just a regular ring light, my camera right here, ring light behind it, my whole little setup area that I've created, and that's it, nothing else. Someone said, what neighborhood you grew up in here in Chicago? I grew up in the south side of Chicago, the low end, you know, how you want to call it. I grew up in the low end of Chicago, south side, and I grew up in the Bronzeville area. I grew up in like High Park, in Bronzeville and High Park, in between those two, like in that area. So yeah, that's where I grew up. Any chance for a small business promo video, and what's your favorite food snack? So right now, as far as promoting people's businesses and helping others, what I do is, like I told you guys, I love to help and promote small businesses. And what I'm doing with that is, I'm not really doing promos right now because I'm not really charging people a fee. If you have a small business, I'm just having you guys send me whatever you want to send me from your business to my P.O. box. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything other than that right now at the moment. Maybe in the future. And what I'm doing is I'm doing unboxing videos, and I'm shouting you guys out in the video, showing the product, things like that, so that it can be featured in my videos. So if you want that, go ahead. Like today, I am using someone's lashes that someone sent me for my P.O. box. I'm using them. I told the name in the video. This is support right here, you know what I'm saying? So that's all that I'm doing right now at the moment, if you're wondering. I think it was another question you asked. And what's your favorite food and snack? Y'all, I have to stop eating snacks. My favorite food and snack, I would definitely say the extra hot flames. I love those. Like, my girlfriend be like, I don't even know how you be eating those. Like the extra hot, it's a black bag of Flamin' Hots. I love those. Sometimes I be like in a mood for those. I love s'mores, Hershey chocolate. Only chocolate I like is Hershey chocolate, period. And I love what's that ice cream? Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream. I love. That's the best chocolate ice cream. Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream. And I just put myself on to some new ice cream that's really good too. I can't think of the name, but it's so good. Love Ruffles chips. And I love Take Fives. Oh my god. As far as candy, Take Five, it's like, if you haven't tried Take Five, then you tripping, girl. It's like chocolate coated, and then inside it's like pretzel, peanut butter, caramel. It's so good. You gotta try it. But that's like my go-to like candy if I'm in a mood for candy and chocolate. That's definitely it. It used to be Reese's. I used to love Reese's. I still do. And if I do eat a Reese's, I put it in the freezer, make it hard. Like, this might be weird, but if you do it, then you know, girl, you already know. I put a Reese in the freezer, make it hard, and then like the crust of the outside of the Reese be hard, and then the middle be like still like soft because of the peanut butter. Ugh. So good. And you eat the middle first, and then you eat the around the Reese, the hard part last. You don't know what you're missing. I feel like I got a lot of snacks that I like, but those are like my main. Oh, and M&M's too. M&M's is a go. Definitely say M&M's. So usually when I'm like in a mood for candy, it's chocolate. It has some type of chocolate going on. So, and someone asks, do you want kids? And if yes, would you carry the babies? Yes, I do want kids. I do. It's so crazy because I used to say I do not want no kids. No. But things change. Like, things literally change. Like, you may think you got your mind made up one year and you don't. Things change, especially when you meet people. Like, I feel like now that I'm in a really great place in a relationship, I feel like, yes, I do want kids. I know the type of person I have, and I know she'll be wonderful. So bomb. I will carry the babies. Yes. I just love the thought of carrying a baby and holding the baby, like carrying it and like dressing up with my tummy and stuff like that. But I know, of course, a lot more comes with babies, so y'all don't be under the comments like, oh, you just want to be cute with a belly. No, I actually do want to carry the baby. Now we have talked about it, like who would carry and stuff like that, but it's clear that I want to carry. She don't mind if something would be wrong, but God forbid nothing would be wrong with me carrying. She would carry, but I would be the one carrying. Yeah, we want babies. She want twins to come out of me. We already got baby names too as well. It's crazy. We already have our kids' names. Okay, so I feel like 2 is enough for me, a boy and a girl, or maybe just 2 girls, maybe, you know. But whatever God has for me, it will be for me. It's not really my say so, but because God knows what he wants me to have, so whatever comes. And yeah, we gonna have babies. Tips on how to grow your YouTube channel. Now, I get these questions a lot. How you started, tips on it, what do you do, how you started. Okay, so I only can speak for myself in my own personal experience. I feel like everybody have their own experience, and I feel like when you start, you're gonna have your own experience. I can only tell you what I've dealt with and what I've done. The tips I can give is, 1, be yourself on this platform. Do not feel like you have to, you know, I've watched a lot of YouTube before I started YouTube, and you know, you may feel like you have to act or talk a certain way. I feel like, no, be yourself, be authentic. You should not have to change your sound, your voice up for nobody, or your, you know, the way you do whatever you do. You shouldn't have to do any of that, like, because people are going to, whoever likes you is going to like you for you, and if they don't, then they're not for you. They're not for your channel. That's why it's different channels for different people, you know what I'm saying? So be yourself. I feel like people can truly see you being yourself, and if they don't see you really being yourself, it's gonna show. People are gonna see you not being yourself. So I just feel like, be yourself. You never know who can relate to you. We just never know. There's so many people out here all over the world that watches YouTube, and you never know who can relate to you and who see you as being inspiring just by you being yourself, like, you know. So I would say that, girl. And then secondly, knowing what you want to put out there. Like, that's important. Just don't start to be like, I want to start a YouTube channel. Being smart too with collaborations. I do, like I did say, I want to talk about if collabing with these hair companies and how that was for me. Oh my god, how it is still for me sometimes. I'm definitely arguing with a hair company right now about using my fucking picture. Excuse my language. Right now I'm still arguing. I'm like literally going back and forth with a company that used my pictures. So now I feel like I have to go beyond and above and make a separate video, a whole complete video about them, because they think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just being smart with working with, if you are interested in doing hair tutorials and stuff like that, being smart and knowing how to negotiate with these people, with anybody, where it is hair companies, clothing, anybody, just knowing how to negotiate and knowing your worth on this channel. Okay, I know in the beginning, when you do sponsor videos, your fee is probably a little low because of how many subscribers you have. But once that subscriber count go up, your price go up. Okay, so I just really wanted to talk about that too as well, and that will be in a separate video. It's important that you just know your worth on this YouTube. So I would say thirdly, know your worth. Okay, and more on tips on growing your YouTube, I would say just drink into me. More tips on growing your YouTube. God, this is why y'all ask me some good questions. I'm drinking. This is not good. I would say promote yourself. Okay, do not stop promoting yourself. I know sometimes you can start getting very discouraged, because that's how I was, and it's okay, it's normal. When I first started, I started getting very discouraged because I felt like, oh my god, no one's taking me serious. I'm promoting myself every damn day. No one's checking out my YouTube. Because at first I didn't have a big following like that. Like, I didn't really have a huge following. So whatever I had, I used. I'll self-promote myself. So whatever video I posted on YouTube, I'll post like a short video, like a quick film, like a little introduction of what I posted on my YouTube to my Instagram. I'll put it on my Instagram, like a little short video, so they can, you know, go watch it. And I'll say, you know, go subscribe. And when I was going to my esthetician school for aesthetics, I was going to school for aesthetics like a year ago, which is so crazy. And I'm at where I'm at now. Like, it's not a lot, but it's something. Like, I really came a long way. Like, that's crazy. But I'm at 100K subscribers now, and it's just so crazy how God works. Like, because I was going around the school, like, telling people to subscribe to my channel, taking people's phones, and, like, you know, subscribe. And as soon as I left my esthetician school, I went hard. I went so hard on my YouTube channel. I gave YouTube my freaking all. Believe in yourself. That's number one. Have faith in knowing you can do it, because honestly sometimes it can be very discouraging. You doubt yourself, like, oh my god, it's not going nowhere. It's not looking how I thought it was going to look. My path is not going how her path is going. Everybody's path is different. Just keep going. Promote yourself when nobody is promoting you, period. Because I feel like my following came from YouTube. So that the following I have now on Instagram, which I'm still growing on there, is coming from YouTube. And now, since I have a platform, since I have the numbers I have now, because I feel like when you don't have the numbers, people don't pay attention to you. So now I feel like now that I have the numbers on Instagram, people are following me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how the world is and social media is. When you don't have the freaking following, when you don't have the following, people do not pay attention to you. And that's how I felt too. I felt like people was not really taking me serious. Oh, you only got this amount of following, okay, whatever, you ain't hot. That's how it is. If you ain't got over 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 following, you ain't nobody on social media, and that's so fucked up. But this is the society we are in now. Whatever is for you will be, and I feel like whatever for me is happening, and whatever for me is coming. So that's how I feel about it. The main thing I would say, I feel like that was a lot, but I just really like to help people, because I remember where I was at. I feel like when people get at a certain level and a certain place in their life, they forget how they started or where they started. And I will never forget how I started. I will never, I will always understand where people are coming from when they're trying to start YouTube or anything. Like, I will always, because I was at that point once. So that's all I have to say, period. When did you know you was open to both genders? Let me spray my face first so I can tell y'all. I knew when I was younger. Like, you know how you know but you don't know, like you just like what you like. It was just naturally. That's how it was. Like, when you're younger, when you're a child, you really don't know what gay is, or you don't really know what sexuality means. You just like what you like, and that's what it is. I feel like people be thinking, oh, it's a whole other topic, but I'm gonna just say something quick. I feel like a lot of people think that people actually choose to be gay, and that's not true. I feel like it comes naturally. Who you like is what you like. What you attracted to, what you turned on by is what you like, what you turned on by. It's naturally, it's what's inside of you. It's nothing more than that. So yeah, since I was little, I don't really know the age. I can't really give you an age, but I definitely always felt a way for everybody. It was just never like, oh, just boys. But when you growing up, of course your parents always, the norm was to just be with a boy or like a boy, blah blah. Like, that was just the norm thing. But I would say when, like, you get into school, like once I got into school, I got older. I would say like my freshman year of high school, it was just like, okay, I like this person, and it doesn't feel weird to me. Like, I like a girl, it doesn't feel weird. Of course it felt a little bit wrong, because your parents, it's like your parents is off the back like, no, a man, no woman. You know what I'm saying? Not for all parents, I'm not speaking for all, but majority is just like, what? No, man. You're marrying a man, you're gonna have kids with a man, blah blah blah. And this is another topic that I want to talk about, because I feel like I want to talk about my coming out story and how it is for me right now, because I feel like it's a lot that you guys do not know. But yeah, I would say in high school, I always thought like I would not take a woman serious, but I liked them. I really liked them a lot, but I just didn't see myself taking a woman serious until I met Aaliyah. So in high school, of course, I had like girl crushes and things like that. I talked to females in high school, but it was never a real relationship. So when I got with Aaliyah, it was just like a real relationship. But yeah, I always talked to females in high school. I have a whole story time about this high school. This girl I was talking to in high school, and girl, oh my god, I have a whole story time about that, but that's up for another day. So yeah, I would definitely feel like I became more, I guess, experienced with women when I got into high school, and then after that until now. So yeah, I just always had like a ooh, cute, singles inside. Like, it always been like that. So I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, I just met Aaliyah and I turned gay, or I switched up. But no, before Aaliyah, I was talking to women, talking to men and women. Like, no, it always been like this. You guys had some really good questions. I'm gonna go based, it's a lot of questions. So as you can see, I did finish my face, I did my lips, and I did my highlight. I just finished it because my camera did stop and it went dead. So I'm like, let me just, excuse me, I'm like, let me just finish up my face, the rest of it, and go back to the questions. So we're going to continue the questions because I feel like they're super juicy. Someone asked, when are you and your girlfriend going to make new videos? I love you all. Oh, thank you. We love all of you guys. We really don't know. We kind of like all over the place, but I really just want to show a lot more of myself in our videos because we're a crazy funny ass couple. I love the fact that you like watching us. So yeah, we're gonna be back into it today. Actually, when I'm done with this video, I need to have a talk with her and ask her like, okay, what we doing with our next video we're putting out, because it's been a couple of weeks, probably a month or two, since we uploaded a new video on our channel. But make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. It will be in my description. Support our channel as much as you support me. Support our channel, please, because we are really trying to be consistent. Yeah, make sure you guys tune into our channel, subscribe if you haven't, and be on the lookout for a new video for us. So I don't know when exactly we're gonna upload a new one, but we are working on trying to get a video up soon. Do you smoke swishers or backwoods? You said, do I look books or hauls? I'm guessing you saying okay, I'm tripping. Do you smoke swishers or backwoods? Do you look books or hauls? I love your style. So you're saying do look books or hauls. Okay, blah blah blah. Do I smoke? Do you smoke? Yes, I smoke. I'm not a smoker. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a smoker because I don't smoke every day. I feel like I'm not really like, oh my god, like I gotta smoke, I gotta blah blah. When I was in LA, girl, I love LA weed. I cannot wait to go back to LA. I need somebody to ship me some LA weed to me because I was just thinking about it today, girl. Like, oh my god, like I miss that weed. I don't trust everybody weed, but I like the fact that I like the fact that California, you can actually go to a weed dispensary and get weed. So definitely love the vibe in there. I can just go into the shop and just, I don't have to find a weed man like here in Chicago. But yes, I do. I guess you could say I do here and there, whatever. Swishers or backwoods? I would say swishers are way more easier. Backwoods, I try. It's so hard. It's sloppy. It's nasty to lick and like try to roll up with. It's just a lot. Swishers, I feel like, is when you like putting a lot of weed like in a roll. I don't feel like it's for like small little joints. Like, it's not for that. It's for like when you trying to really stuff it up. Okay, but yes, swishers, I would say for me if I'm rolling up. But when I did go to LA, I did buy pre-rolls, so they was already rolled up for me. So I really enjoy pre-rolls, but I don't have to worry about, you know, grinding my my weed and then putting it in my roll. Like, I don't have to make my roll myself. It's already pre-rolled. So I love pre-rolled weed. Like, I could just take it out, light it up, be on the go, period. Like, I don't have to worry about the mess. You also said, do lookbooks or hauls. I love your style. Thank you, girl. I love you. Okay, I am going to do more like fashion videos, more hauls and stuff like that. I really see that you guys love my style and fashion, and you know, so I need to get into that. I need to stop playing with myself. So someone said, okay, she has two questions. What's the pros and cons about living in Chi? I would definitely say Chicago is not the place, but I really feel like Chicago should be that place because we're such a big city. We have so much here, and it's like, why don't we have that? You know what I'm saying? I just hate it. I would say that's the con. But other than that, this is a beautiful city. I feel like we should offer way more. I feel like we should offer way more. But as far as coming up, and I would say it's no type of connect here, like no type of like collaborations. I feel like people when they are from here, they end up leaving and going to LA, New York, Atlanta, Texas, and other places to further their career. I feel like that's the only thing with here. But I do feel like this is a huge city, and I feel like we should be that city. You know what I'm saying? That's like, oh, I want to go to Chicago. I'm going to Chicago to do this, to do that. Like, that needs to change. But I feel like our violence has definitely taken over. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I love Neek. I love Neek and King. Unfortunately, they're broken up. They just broke up. But I love their couples channel. She does have a channel by herself too as well. So yeah, I love Neek. I could just tell when she's just I feel like she's a real person. I love real people, a genuine person. I like watching her channel. It's a couple of people. Jackie Aina, I feel like I like her because she's a black influencer that has came so far, and it's not a lot of black influencers that you can like look up to, which is like what it is. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is like a lot of black influencers, but she has came a long way. That's a black influencer that is always on the scene with everybody else, and it's sad to say because I know you guys heard this before, but YouTube with black creators, it's very hard to be seen like other YouTubers, because it's so interesting. Because when I remember I had did a video and I searched pumpkin spice makeup tutorial, and I knew I had did one last year, but I had to make sure, because I was trying to figure out what to title my makeup tutorial. It was kind of giving me pumpkin spice, but I'm like, hold on, I don't want to name it pumpkin spice if I already named a video pumpkin spice from last year. So I had searched pumpkin spice makeup tutorial, and when I did that, I literally seen nothing but white makeup influencers. Literally, you have to literally search black makeup artists for black people, for black women to come up, which is so interesting, because it's just like, I just feel like YouTube is definitely segregated as hell. Like, I'm sorry, but I just went off to a whole nother route with this question, but I just had to say that. I just feel like it's very segregated. My video didn't come up. It was like so far at the bottom, and I definitely got views on that video, and it's just like, damn, like YouTube really be showing y'all ass. But that's another topic for another day. Of course, Aaliyah J was the first person that I watched on YouTube, first person that like influenced me to start a channel, and I looked up to, like, the very first person. I would also say I just got into Tay Pancake. She is so funny. This girl is funny. I just got into her videos. She do like challenges and stuff like that, and just all type of different fun videos. She's just funny. I love Glamazon Tay. I did see her when I came to LA, so it's my first time seeing her. We did meet up. I did vlog that. You guys should have seen that vlog when we met up. We met up at some bar, some restaurant, and yes, hopefully we can collab again and actually do a video, because that was my last day that I was in LA. I wish I could have been able to stay a little longer so that we could do a video, but we will be doing another video. But I love Lamazon. Yes, shout out to her, another black influencer. Kennedy Simone, I love Kennedy Simone. The list goes on. I don't have like really one favorite that I'm like to, but there's a lot of different people that I'm subscribed to that I watch, but that's a little bit of the people that I do watch. Do you regret not doing a meet and greet before the pandemic? No, I don't necessarily regret it, because I feel like I didn't have a meet and greet plan. Like, if I had an actual like meet and greet plan, I booked the place, and then all of a sudden I wouldn't be able to do my meet and greet. Yes, I would have like been pissed. But since it wasn't like that, no, I'm still in a process of thinking how I want my meet and greet done here in Chicago, and I really want this to happen before I travel and do meet and greets other places. But I have been writing down, I have been thinking about ideas, and I can't wait to do one. oh my god, it's gonna be a vibe. I want it to be a vibe. I want it to be perfect. Like, I want it to be like so nice. And let me know if you guys really would come to my meet and greet, because I am nervous to do one. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh my god, like everybody that watches me on YouTube is coming to see me. It's just so like you hear, you watch me, like we talking in real life. That's how I'm gonna feel. When are you gonna do a makeup class? Now, good question. I do want to do a makeup class, and since it's a pandemic, of course I can't do one now. I want to keep everyone safe. When I do it, I want this whole pandemic to be over with. I don't want to do virtual classes, especially for my first one. No, a lot of you guys always ask me, oh my god, I need one-on-one classes. So please, like, do a makeup class, and I do want to do one. I would love to do one-on-ones too. I would just have to find a place to book, and we can do one-on-ones. We can do classes. We can do classes where it's up to 20, 30 people, 10 people. Depends on how many people book. But I would love to meet you guys, and we can have a whole vibe. We can sip wine. Well, now we're not gonna see. I'm adding on drinks, and we shouldn't be drinking while we're trying to focus on doing our makeup and learning. But if that's what y'all want, let me know. If you're of age, of course. Now, I ain't gonna be having you drinking if you're not of age. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. I can't really tell you a date, but after this pandemic, girl, after this pandemic, it's definitely gonna be looking into booking places and doing classes, because that's on my list. That's doing makeup classes and doing my meet and greets are definitely on my list of duties to do. Someone said, how often will you restock, or do you restock wigs, and will you remove the ones not available? I am in the process of trying to restock on wigs. Now, the wigs that I do have on my site, they're all out of stock. I have not restocked on wigs in a minute, and I'm so sorry. So for the ones that are looking for new wigs, the wigs that I've been selling the ones that I get when I do wig reviews. I get so many wigs shipped in for me to do wig reviews, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do was to sell my wigs. I haven't been really doing any new wigs on my channel to sell, but I really do want to get an actual vendor. Like, I want to actually sell my own personal wigs, get a vendor, and sell units. So God got me on that too as well. And other things that I want to put on my website as far as beauty I'm working on. So what else? And she said, and will you remove the ones that's not available? I will not be, some of the wigs that are sold, I will not be reselling. So some I would be reselling, but some of them would not be, because like it's just not coming back. How did you learn how to edit your videos? What do you use to edit your videos? I use iMovie, like I said previously in this video. How did I learn? I honestly just, when I first used iMovie, I was using it on my phone. So I was actually learning how to use iMovie on my phone, and that's how I learned. Other than that, no one taught me. I kind of just played around with it. And yeah, and then I started using iMovie on an actual computer, on a MacBook computer, and I just played around with it. That's all. Someone asked, you ever dated a dude? Yes, I have. Plenty. Okay, so yeah. How did you stay motivated to keep doing YouTube when you first started out? My girlfriend definitely kept me motivated. I will say she's my #1 supporter when it comes down to this. She definitely helps me with so many different things. When I first started my YouTube, she was around. Like, she was all here for me starting my YouTube. She was the main person that said, oh my god, like, you gotta get a camera, we gotta start. Like, she's seen my vision and all of that. So myself, of course, motivated me, because this is something that I always wanted to do. And I would definitely say you guys motivated me, because once I started and people was actually inspired by what I was doing, I'm just like, wow, people really like this. Like, you know, you don't know until you start how it's gonna be, but when I started, I'm just like, damn, people really like what I'm doing. People actually learning from me. That's crazy. Like, oh my god, like, people really learning from me and taking tips. Like, okay, that motivated me to keep going. When can we get a makeup collection video vlog? So you guys want to basically see my collection. I don't know, I feel like it's a lot of makeup, but okay, I guess I can do a vlog on what's in my drawer, all the makeup that I have. Okay, we'll see. I don't know when I would do it, but I'll think about it and see how I want to, like, I guess, do the video to show you guys my makeup collection. Someone said, how did your parents react when you told them you were gay? Whew. That's a deep question. Like I did say, I do want to do a story time on that, because it was not easy. It's a long story, but short at the same time. I would rather answer that in a separate video, because if I say one thing, like I said, I want to say more, so I'm gonna just leave that in a separate video so I can go into detail with you guys, because I don't want to just give you one little thing and then can't tell you the rest. I feel like this needs to be in a whole nother video. What do you do when expressing depression? What do you do when experiencing depression? How to stay motivated or distraction? Okay, I'm trying to understand your question. Okay, so how do I stay motivated? And I think you're basically trying to say, how do I deal with a depression if I have depression, and how do I deal with distractions? Okay, or distractions. Okay, so I feel like we all as humans deal with certain times where we get depressed and we get distracted. Well, one, I would say with depression, it's not easy. It's easy said than done. Like, you could say you should do this, you should do that, but I really feel like what helps me is really breathing in, breathing out, meditation, writing in your journal. A lot of people don't know how to meditate. Maybe it's hard for some people to meditate, because it was definitely hard for me to meditate in the beginning, because I feel like when you meditate, you feel like your mind is just wandering and you're thinking about so many different things. But you have to, like, literally put your mind into ease and not really think about too much. That's the thing about meditating, to let go and relieving stress and everything that's on your mental. So I would say meditating for me helps, praying for me helps, being in depression. It's very hard though, because it's like you don't want to do anything, you don't want to think about nothing, you don't care about nothing. You just in that mindset where you just like just so blah. Just, it's a very, very sad place. And I will also say I love to write. I would say write in your journal. Write how you feel. Definitely feel like counseling helps if you have somebody you can talk to and trust with who you're talking to. How to stay motivated? I would stay in life. What keeps me motivated is just thinking about my life and what I see and where I see myself in the next few years. Like, seriously, like, that should keep you motivated. If you see yourself somewhere way better than where you are now, that alone should keep you motivated, because that should make you want to keep going. Like, okay, I gotta do something to keep me to get to this level. Like, that's what keep me motivated. Like, thinking about where I want to be in the next years from now, and just reaching my potential, a better potential, because I know I can go further. And distractions, it depends on what's distracting me. Whether it's people, family, cut them off. You feel like people, anything toxic, cut that off and focus on you and focus on the more important things. Because once you cut that off, you see more light, you see way better. Trust me, I've cut people off, and once you do that, you start seeing better things come into your life. Because sometimes people, toxic energies can distract you, can stop your blessings, and that is real. Okay, That is real. People can really stop your blessings. Energies, different spirits can really be knocking down your blessings all the time, and you're not even really knowing. But once you let go of all of that, whew, blessings and so much start coming into your life. I'm telling you. The next question is, would you date a femme? I can't answer that now because I'm in a relationship, but back then I really didn't. I liked femmes, of course. They're was attractive to me, but I don't think I would actually be in a relationship or take a femme serious. But you never know. Can't really say. But then no. How was for you get out of closet? How was your family react? I don't know how you feeling about that. Girl, okay, so this is a part of the story time. I want to do a story time on this. How did I come out the closet? How did my family react? All of that, I will do a story time. If you guys really want to know a story time on that, you guys are really interested, let me know. Would you ever do poly relationship, like you lead in another girl, and why? No, I would not. I feel like that's a little too much. That's a little too messy. No, I feel like just two people together that's just enough, okay? I feel like a relationship with one person is already a job alone, and it's a lot to do, but adding another person on, I just feel like that's a lot to think about, okay? Do you and Lee split the bills? She paid for everything. I did not pay for a damn thing, okay? But since we are more comfortable in our relationship, and we are in together officially, like this is a relationship, now of course she still pays for everything to this day. But sometimes, you know, I want to come in and I'll pay for something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, babe, I got you, let me take care of you, daddy. You know, stuff like that. Like, we do that. Do you pay all your own bills? Yes, I do pay all of my own bills. What's on your Christmas list this year? My mom just asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I do not know. Okay, when you get older, all you want is money at this point. Like, you want your account to be on another level, okay? What if Young Ma wanted your number? Would you give it to her? Now, when I first posted this Q&A, so you guys to ask me questions, I showed my girlfriend these questions, and she laughed at this question. Because, for one, I feel like it depends on what the DM is looking like, for one, because I'm in a relationship. It don't matter. Chris Brown hop in a DM, I'm still gonna be loyal to who I'm with. So it depends. Like, if it's for like on some business shit, hell yeah, I'm responding. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I'm responding. Video shoot, trying to get me into a video, some business, anything like that, yes, I'm responding. Or if it's something else, of course I'm going to communicate with my significant other about it. I'm not going to be on no sneaky shit and be like, yeah, let me holler back at young MA in my DM, because I feel like that's not okay. Like, loyalty is real, okay? Real loyalty is having loyalty behind your significant other back. That's when you know when it's loyal, when you loyal behind your significant other back. You know what I'm saying? You could be loyal in their face, behind their back though, it's real. This is the last question. Whew. Someone asks, do you think suicide and depression is the biggest killer in the Black community? I feel like suicide is huge with anyone's community, not just Black, white, Mexican, Spanish, Asian, Chinese, Indian, any culture. I feel like deal with all different type of things, and I feel like the depression and suicide and all of that is done with everybody. So I wouldn't necessarily say suicide is bigger in the Black community. Too many people commit suicide for all different things, whether it's stuff they're dealing with in their home, with family, or within themselves. And yeah, so yes, that's it for the questions. I'm a little lit, you know. I feel like you guys had way deeper questions than ever before on any of my question and answers. This was deep, okay? That's it for this video, y'all. I love you baby dolls so much. So I'll see y'all in my next video.